Hi everyone, this is audap. Let's continue our game of Ascendant Hearts on Nintendo Switch. Okay, where am I? Chapter 9. I keep thinking about your offer. It's nothing, sorry. It's nothing, sorry. Well, a little anxiety ahead of something like this is to be expected. No kidding, especially when I'm working with someone like her. You need to stay focused on the task at hand. Yeah, I'm trying. Anyway, if you need my help, if you don't need my help, I'll leave you be for now. Alright, see you in an hour. As she walks away, I can't help but breathe a sigh of relief. Now maybe I can clear my thoughts and get a few things done. I don't know how the others intend to prepare for a confrontation with the Guildmaster, but I buy a new sword and better armor like she already recommended. With any luck, we can take care of this before Chise tries another scheme. I wonder what sort of combatant the Guildmaster is. Will he pull a sword out of nowhere? Reveal secret power? Powerful magic? Summon a horde of dark wolves while he stays clear of the actual fight? Maybe he'll inexplicably turn into a giant monster, and afterwards the others will tell me that's perfectly normal. That's all assuming he really is guilty, of course. Maybe we'll learn something that clears his name. I still have plenty of time before we are supposed to meet up again. As I try to decide how to find evidence about the Guildmaster, I spot Aiko standing near the fountain. She's talking to another adventurer. She must be asking questions about the Guildmaster. Then again, maybe she's making funeral preparations or something equally morbid. Either way, I walk across the square to join them. Once I'm within earshot, I realize it has nothing to do with our quest at all. That's right. I hope to play in a tournament someday. Great. Wanted to make sure I had the right person. What for? I did a quest, but the reward has 2 packs of double duo cards. I don't play double duo, so I have no use for them. I considered selling them, but then I heard about you and thought we could make a trade. You didn't know the quest rewards before you started? Nah, it was an NPC quest from a High Cleric Ninsai. When the High Cleric asks you to get some books on gods and magic, are you really going to stop and demand to know what the quest rewards are first? No, I guess not. Now that I know that they're discussing double duo, not our quest, I'm not sure I should join the conversation. I try to casually walk past them, but Aiko notices me. Oh, hello, Hayato. This is Brad. Nice to meet you. Same, although you look familiar. You helped me find the river the other day. Ah, right. It's good to see you're doing well. Brad is a traveling adventurer. He's going to trade me some double duo cards. Brad reaches into his pocket, or his inventory, I assume, and pulls out 2 wrapped packs of cards. Gold or items is fine, whichever works for you. Well, I have a couple of potions plus some gold. They haggle a little longer and then make the trade. Aiko accepts the 2 packs of cards, but then something between them falls to the ground. It looks like another double duo card. She crouches and picks it up. I'll see you around. Good luck with your tournament. Oh, wait a minute. She holds out the card. This was in between the packs. I told you I don't play. But... She sounds more flustered than usual. Don't you see what it is? It's a foil rising crystal dragon. Brad looks at me and I shrug. I barely know more about double duo than he does. Certainly not enough to know why that's significant. Aiko stares at us like we're stupid. Risen Crystal Dragon is one of the rarest cards ever, and the foil variant was given out as a prize during one of the earliest double duo tournaments, so only a tiny number of them were ever made. Most double duo collectors won't even see a card like this, let alone own one. Wow, must have been a bonus reward. Huh, that's some bonus. What kind of quest was it? Nothing hard. High Cleric Insight just wanted some books from the ancient library of Kier. You should keep this card. You can sell it for much more than what I traded you. Nah, you keep it. But it'll take time to get it on the marketplace and look for sellers. I could spend that time on quests instead. Besides, you're the double duo player. Use it in the tournament. Are you sure? Positive. Just remember me if you win the tournament because of that card, okay? I will. Thank you so much. No problem. See you around. He walks away while Aiko stares at the card like it's the most precious thing she's ever owned. A foil rising crystal dragon. Luck like that seems like a good omen for our quest. Unless I used up all my good luck finding this card. I don't think luck works that way. Then again, around here it might. I better go write my will. What? I thought I might But now I have to. Just in case something happens to me, I need to leave instructions about what to do with this card. Rare double duo cards like this have caused massacres. You're kidding. I'd never joke about something as serious as double duo massacres. That's terrifying. How much time do we have before the confrontation? About 20 minutes left now, I think. That should be enough time. See you then. She runs to the inn, apparently to write her will. At least the card put her in good spirits, although I wish she'd stop assuming she's gonna die. Speaking of death, maybe I should say a prayer or two. Since the gods take such an active role in the adventurers' lives, it couldn't hurt to get them on our side. The church is empty, so I sit in the nearest pew and try to think of an appropriate prayer. Oh gods, if you really do let adventurers respawn, please make sure to let me, Shiori, Aiko, and Chise respawn if anything happens to us today. It's probably the worst prayer an adventurer has ever said. Should I add something else? I see our newest adventurer is devout. The sudden voice makes me jump, and when I turn and see who it is, I quickly stand and leave the pew. Don't let me disturb you. You startled me, that's all. Indeed. He steps closer to me. You intrigue me. I step away. I do? Do you still have amnesia? Yes. And you somehow ended up in Lightshire. I tried to find out where you came from, but I learned nothing that could help me. It's as if you just appeared one day. I laugh nervously. I must be from somewhere. Indeed. Yet I wonder just how far away that somewhere might be. Great. Either he knows the truth, or this conversation is one creepy coincidence. I really need to leave now. I walk past him and hurry towards the church doors. You're investigating the Dark Wolves, aren't you? I freeze. Don't act so shocked. If you wanted to keep it a secret, you did a terrible job of it. And why hide it? We all want to help Lightshire, don't we? Yes. If you learn anything about the Dark Wolves, please let me know. I'll do that. Then I flee the church. That was weird. Really weird. The guildmaster must suspect I'm from another world, and he's definitely interested in our investigation. That's all pretty suspicious. Yet when he offered to help, something in his voice sounded sincere. For a moment, I believed him. Was it all a trick? Did he hope to find out how close we are to the truth? Or is it the guildmaster is innocent? But if he's innocent, what is he really after? Hayato! She marches towards me across the square. You came from the church. I saw the guildmaster enter. What did he want? Yeah, I'll tell her. Why not? He said he's trying to find out where I came from, and he asked me to tell him if we learn anything about the Dark Wolves. That conniving snake. Do you think he knows you suspect him? No. If he did, he'd never have asked you. That means we still have the advantage of surprise. Yeah? It's almost time. I'll watch the church in case he doesn't return to his office. Do you have any luck finding evidence? Actually, I was just about to start looking. Excellent. What's your plan? I haven't figured that out yet. Any advice? It should be your decision. What? Why? You're the hero. She can say that, but it doesn't mean I have any clue what to do. Well, let's see. All you have on him is purely circumstantial evidence, right? We need something more concrete. You said he has an office, right? Maybe we could find something there. Ah, that sounds like an excellent idea. It's inside the town hall. With as crowded as the town hall gets, it won't be easy to sneak into the office. Actually, I think you should just walk right in. Seriously? Walk in like you have every right to be there. If anyone questions you, say the guildmaster wanted to talk to you and you didn't realize he was still out. Okay, I'll give it a try. If the guildmaster leaves the church and heads your way, I'll signal you with an inconspicuous bird call. She cups her hands around her mouth. Her inconspicuous bird call makes several adventurers turn towards us in alarm. Right, I'll listen for that. Chise points out the door to the guildmaster's office and then returns to watching the church. I take a deep breath and walk across the room with my head held up and my posture relaxed. Even though the office is near the counters and the town hall is filled with adventurers, not even one asks me what I'm doing. Once I'm inside, I close the door behind me. I don't have a lot of time, so I'll need to be quick. I glance around the room. The desk seems like the most likely spot. I hurry around the guildmaster's desk. One of the drawers is locked, and the other two open easily to reveal huge stacks of papers, books, and journals. It'd take forever for me to go through all this. I pick up one of the journals. It's a ledger, showing how much the guildmaster has made from the adventuring system. From the looks of things, he gets a percentage whenever a quest is posted in the town hall. He really is profiting from this then. I can't help but think the Dark Wolves must help him drive business, just like Chise said. I check one of the books next. It's old, with yellow pages that crack as I carefully thumb through it. The Guildmaster has one section marked, a circle passage describing Ascendant magic as an ancient power no longer present in the world, and speculating that it could still return. Finally, I go through the loose notes. Most are related to adventures and quests, but a significant number of them focus on the Dark Wolves' attacks. He's written down the time of each attack, the number of Dark Wolves, and the amount of damage. It's still all circumstantial, but Chise has a point. It paints a suspicious picture. Speaking of suspicious, I probably shouldn't linger. I put everything back the way I found it and leave the office. Again, no one pays much attention to me. However, I'm no longer the only one here. Shiori is pacing in front of the notice board. Is it time already? No, I'm here a little early. I got in some last-minute training and asked a few questions about the Guildmaster. Now I'm just waiting. Did you learn anything? No, what about you? Certainly nothing that contradicts Chise's theory. Looks like we're going through with this then. The Guildmaster is in the church right now. Chise is watching to see where he goes. Do you think we're ready for this? You know better than I would. It feels like we're rushing. Yesterday we were searching for clues. Now today we're ready for the final battle? I hope this isn't a mistake. But you still want to do it anyway. We can't afford to ignore any possibility. She sighs. And there are enough strange things around the Guildmaster that I believe he has to be connected to this in some way. If nothing else, maybe we'll at least get information from him. I hope so. I'm happy to have you by my side for this. Me too. And don't worry, you'll see. Once we save Lightshire, people will stop doubting you. That would be nice. The door opens and Aiko walks in. She looks nervous. This is it, isn't it? Soon enough. I'm afraid I didn't learn anything useful. After I finished writing my will... Wait, what? She got a rare double duo card and wanted to make sure it was taken care of. Go ahead, Aiko. Yes, well, after I finished that, I thought I'd try to find out where the Guildmaster was ahead of the last attack. And? No one knew. Someone said they thought he went out of town briefly, but they couldn't be sure. It sounds suspicious. I know, but I still wish we... What in the world was that? Oh no, I forgot to tell Chise I wasn't in the office anymore. She's trying to signal me. Sure enough, the Guildmaster enters a moment later. He looks in our direction, but then continues on to a door near the counters. He opens the door and disappears inside. Why did he look at us? He seems interested in our investigation. Oh, then it's really him, isn't it? This is the end of our quest. No panic. I'm not panicking. The door opens and Chise walks inside. She glances around until she spots us, then joins us. Everyone ready? The Guildmaster went into his office. I'll take that as a yes. And you, hero? He didn't catch you, did he? Catch him? Catch him? What are you talking about? Never mind that for now. I wasn't caught, but I didn't find any evidence either. I'm as ready as I'll ever be. Good. The prophecy makes it sound like you're our best hope. Don't let us down. No pressure or anything. Let's get this over with. Together, we walk to the door. The Guildmaster entered. Chise knocks. It seems so out of place with what we're about to do. I struggle not to laugh. We think this man is sending monsters to attack the town and kill people, but we politely knock on his office door. Yes. Chise opens her mouth, but then she looks at me. So do Aiko and Shiori. Nobody says anything. I guess being the prophesized hero means I'm the one who gets to announce us. This is Hayato. Can I speak to you? Yes, come in. Chise opens the door, and we walk into the Guildmaster's office. Oh, you brought your entire party, I see. He sounds surprised, but not as disturbed as he would be when a posse of adventurers enters his office. Shiori closes the door behind us. I try my hardest to look like I'm seeing his office for the first time, and not like I was digging through the drawers just a few minutes ago. What can I help you with? We're here because of the Dark Wolves. Oh, of course. I heard you investigating them. What have you learned? We think someone is deliberately sending them to attack Lightshire. Oh? That's right. All of the evidence points toward it. And do you have any suspects? One. Who is it? You. What? You. I heard you the first time. Then why did you ask? Because you can't be serious. He starts laughing. A small party of adventurers from Lightshire accusing the guildmaster himself of commanding the Dark Wolves. I've never heard anything so ridiculous. Ridiculous or not, you are the one who benefits the most from the attacks. You're also unusually interested in our investigation, and you keep notes about the Dark Wolves. We also know you were researching Ascendant magic before the attacks began. And you don't have an alibi for the moments ahead of the last attacks. So, that's how it is, hmm? We won't let you get away with this. Get ready, everyone. I draw my sword. Chise has both her daggers in hand already. Shiori and Aiko look prepared to cast spells the moment the guildmaster attacks. Now, wait a minute. Lightshire has suffered long enough. Do you have anything to say for yourself? Yes, I didn't do it. What? You can glare at me all you want, but I won't. But I want to stop the Dark Wolves more than anyone. That's the entire reason I set up the adventuring system, to build up strong, well-prepared adventurers who could fight this new threat. Why should we believe you? I have a personal vendetta against the Dark Wolves. Did someone you love? Yes, in the very first attack. And every piece of evidence against him could just as easily point towards a man trying to stop the Dark Wolves by any means necessary. I put my sword away embarrassed and a little guilty that I was so quick to confront him. The others follow suit, although Chise remains tense, as though prepared to grab her daggers again at any moment's notice. See for yourself. He picks up a photograph from his desk and holds it out. Her name was Mira. Our parents died when we were young, so I practically raised her. It wasn't an easy life, but she was the light in my darkness. I didn't know you had a sister. People don't talk about her. She was not well liked. Why not? She was different. People considered her strange, so they treated her poorly. They never got to see the Mira I knew. Intelligent, curious, and always able to bring a smile to my face. His tone turns bitter. I suppose that's why they didn't try harder. Try harder to do what? The first time the Dark Wolves came, no one knew what was happening. They came out of nowhere, an entire pack, and attacked Lightshire. When they finally left, the townspeople were relieved to report no casualties, except for one girl who disappeared. Oh no. I had no combat skills. I wouldn't stand a chance against those monsters alone. I begged people to assemble a force to hunt down the Dark Wolves. They told me Mira was probably already dead, and they wouldn't risk any more lives to find a dead girl. That's harsh. And I heard the other things they said when they thought I wasn't listening. At least it was her, or thank the gods it wasn't someone else. They were more than ready to give up on Mira, while they hid in their homes and prayed the Dark Wolves wouldn't come again. Of course, you know how it turned out. The Dark Wolves have continued to attack Lightshire ever since. And I can't believe they didn't try to save your sister. I was furious. I had to do something, so I set up all of this. No offense, but after this many years, I really doubt... I know, Mira is dead, but at least I can get revenge on the Dark Wolves, and on whomever sent them, if your theory is correct. I see. He sounds sincere. I can't imagine he'd make up this entire story about his sister just to fool us. It explains why he seemed genuine when he spoke to me in the church, too. I'm sorry we suspected you. It's fine. I understand your line of reasoning, more or less. I didn't want to believe it was you, but when Chise explained everything to me, it sounded so logical. It was logical. Didn't anyone ever teach you to get to know someone before you make up your mind about them? Shiori snorts and shakes her head. I look at her, then back at the guildmaster. She must consider him a hypocrite. Yeah, I think this was the right answer here. I mean, we're trying to defend Shiori whenever we can, so... I'll see what happens. You judged Shiori just as quickly. I did not. Come on, do you have any more proof against Shiori that we had against you? Well, You think I'm a traitor because my past is similar to other traitors' past? You have no actual reason to believe I destroyed my hometown, or that I'd ever hurt anyone else here. And here she is, trying to save Lightshire just like you are. The two situations are entirely different. How? Did you just say you should get to know someone before judging them? Well, did you make any attempt to know Shiori at all before you decided she was dangerous? The guildmaster lowers his head. He doesn't say anything for a minute, but then he slowly nods and looks at Shiori. I apologize. You do? She appears stunned. Maybe no one in Lightshire ever admitted they were wrong about her before. Yes. You are both right. I have no evidence. You've always professed your innocence, and you've never done anything to make me doubt you. Yet I believe the rumors anyway. It seems I'm no different than the townsfolk after all, fearing what I do not understand. The thought appears to trouble him. He falls silent and looks away. It's all right. I forgive you. Now that we know we're all on the same side, what do we do? I propose an alliance. You mean you want to work with us, even after we blamed you? Certainly. You four are my best chance of avenging Mira's death and stopping the Dark Wolves. Do you have any leads? No, all my attempts have failed. However, you have an amnesiac adventure with you, which gives me great hope. Is that why you were asking questions about me? A young man with amnesia who appeared out of nowhere? I couldn't believe my luck. Truly, you fit the profile of a hero. Truly, this world obeys strange rules. It's not only that, She pauses and glances at me. She must want to tell the guildmaster I'm from another world. She already meets my gaze and shakes her head. I don't know. Let's tell him. What's it gonna hurt? There's no harm in the guildmaster knowing the full truth now. I give Chise a nod. Hayato is from another world, too. What? Shiori sighs and casts a disapproving frown in my direction. But what's the point in keeping secrets now? It's true. I don't know how I got here. And we found a prophecy in the Temple of Bazal that claimed a hero from another world could help us. Truly, then this is the hour I've waited for. Together I know we can trace the Dark Wolves back to their source and stop the attacks. So, what's our next step? We all look at Chise. This was my conclusion, and it turned out to be false. I need to look everything over again. Don't forget, Dr. Takizawa could complete his analysis in another day. The mad scientist? He's not mad. Yes, he is. He is not. I admit I'd sooner investigate that scientist than work with him. Me too. Be quiet. I hold my hands up and step between them before this can get violent. I have an idea. Oh? Aha! Our hero begins to shine. It's not that good of an idea. We suspected the guildmaster because he had the most to gain from the attacks, but also because his activities seem suspicious. Why don't we investigate a little more and see if we can find anyone else who fits the bill? A fair plan. At least until Dr. Takizawa analysis is complete. I wonder if Dr. Takizawa has done anything suspicious. Don't you dare try to pin this on him. The guildmaster clears his throat. I agree. Let's take the next couple of days to gather clues, and then see what we come up with. I promise you, as long as you fight the Dark Wolves, I will be your ally until the end. So the guildmaster is working with us now. That's good news. Nevertheless, as we leave his office, I can't help but feel like we're all the way back at square one. So, where do we begin? They all look at me. Hayato, this was your idea after all. Oh well, I think through everything we know, everyone connected to the adventuring system probably benefits from this in some way. That won't help us narrow it down. Finding someone with a grudge against Lightshire is another option, but that could take a long time, and we have no idea where to start. But the guildmaster's interest in the Dark Wolves is what really made him seem suspicious. If we can find someone else with an unusual interest in the attacks, or better yet, a connection to the first attack, it might be the clue we need. Why don't we try to find people who remember the first time the Dark Wolves attacked? Good idea. I'll go to the inn and ask the people I play cards with. Some of them have lived in Lightshire all their lives. I've gotten to know a few adventurers in the area. I'll see if they know anything. Since I've tried to study the Dark Wolves, I'll go back and compare notes with the guildmaster. Maybe together we can find something we missed. Alright, then I'll ask around here. Shiori returns to the guildmaster's office, while Chise and Aiko head for the exit. I look around and approach the counter where we turn in quests. Can I help you with something? I was wondering if you remember the first time the Dark Wolves attacked. How could I forget something like that? Of course I remember. Could you tell me about it? Why? I've been trying to figure out these attacks so we have a chance of stopping the Dark Wolves for good. Good luck with that. Were they always the same as they are now? Have they ever changed? Now that you mention it, the attacks have gotten a lot more violent over the years. In the first attack, they didn't actually hurt anyone. The guildmaster said something about that too. But a little girl disappeared, right? Oh, that's right, the guildmaster's sister. They've never taken anyone since then. Now they just attack people right here in town. Maybe taking her gave them a thirst for blood. What a morbid way to look at it. Do you remember anything unusual that happened before the attack? Anything that might have provoked or attracted them? Nothing I could think of. What about the girl? Is there any reason they might have targeted her? No offense to the guildmaster, but his sister wasn't quite right. She probably did something stupid and put herself in danger. Isn't that a little harsh? It's just the plain truth. Don't tell the guildmaster I said that, though, or he'll have my head. I see. I'm afraid I don't remember anything else. If you ask me, you're fighting a hopeless battle. Well, thanks for your help. It's no problem. And you, just be careful. That night, I feel even less optimistic about our situation than I did before. I asked several more people in the town hall, but no one had any helpful information for me. Some remembered the initial attack, but they didn't have any insight into what caused it. Everyone I asked said the same things. Shiori, Aiko, and Chisei didn't have any luck either. It makes sense in a way. The guildmaster would have found answers by now if they were that easy to find. But that still doesn't make our failure any easier to accept. I didn't feel much better about it in the morning. At least Dr. Takizawa should be finished with his analysis today. Maybe he'll have some answers for us. I walk to open the door, but something on the floor catches my eye. It's a piece of paper, like someone shoved a message into my room overnight. I crouch and pick it up. You seem stressed about what happened yesterday. Our investigation is important, but you need to relax too. Meet me in the forest if you want to have fun. I'll wait until noon. Chisei. Can't imagine what Chisei has in mind for stress relief. Hope it doesn't involve using me for target practice. Still, since I don't have any brilliant ideas for how to investigate the Dark Wolves, maybe I'll take her up on her offer. To my surprise, Aiko isn't eating breakfast when I enter the common area. I sit down by myself to eat and wonder where she is. Maybe she found some sort of lead. While I eat, someone approaches my table. You're a Hayato, right? I look up from my food. It's the adventurer I met the other day. Right, your name was Brad, wasn't it? That's me. He sits down across from me. I have a message from Aiko. She'd like you to meet her in the town hall as soon as possible. She says it's urgent. Urgent? Any idea what it's about? No, but she looked pretty upset. Well... I mean, if it were actually me, I'd finish eating first, because I love food, but... okay, let's just leave right now. That sounds important. I better go. Good luck. I just hope this isn't about writing her will. I hurry out of the inn. On my way to the town hall, I pass Shiori. Ah, Hayato. I thought I might head to Dr. Takizawa's lab to see if he's finished with his analysis yet. Did you want to come with me? I'll let you know soon. Right now, I need to talk to Aiko. Is something wrong? I don't know. She sent me an urgent message asking me to meet her in the town hall. Well, I'll wait around in case you need my help. Thanks. When I enter the town hall, Aiko is pacing in front of the signboard. Her head lifts and she runs to greet me. Thank you for coming. So what's the emergency? It's terrible. Do you remember the double duo card I got from Brad the other day? The extra one that wasn't in either of the packs? The one you were so proud of? Yes, the foil Rising Crystal Dragon. What happened? Did someone steal it? Not exactly. She hauls out a piece of paper. It looks like a quest notice from the signboard. Let's see. An urgent quest posted by High Cleric Ninsei asking adventurers to search for his missing foil Rising Dragon Crystal card. It wasn't a request reward at all. It wasn't a request reward at all. When he gave the double duo packs to Brad, a card from his own collection must have got caught between the two packs. High Cleric Ninsei plays double duo? What? Of course. That's why the big tournament is held in Highwater, where his cathedral is. He is the reigning double duo champion. He didn't seem the type. But don't you see how terrible this is? I have a double duo card that belongs to the High Cleric Ninsei himself. I already played a few games with it. I've been playing games with High Cleric Ninsei's rare card. Don't panic. I'm sure he'll understand it was an accident. I hope so, but I've got to go to Highwater right away to return it to him. I hope he doesn't mind I use it in games. He'll probably be so happy to have it back, he won't care. Will you go with me? What? High Cleric Ninsei is a wonderful man, but he can be a little scary, especially when double duo is concerned. I feel much better if you went with me. Well, this isn't quite as urgent as I thought it might be, and I doubt Ninsei will give her a hard time about the card. Visiting Dr. Takizawa with Shiori is probably more important, since he might have information relevant to our quest. Still, it will make Aiko happy if I go with her. On the other hand, there's also Chisei's mysterious message about relaxing and having fun. Oh god, I have choices. Okay, I'm assuming this affects the romance interest in who you pick. So I guess we pick Aiko, Shiori, or Chisei. I would say let's pick Shiori first, since she was the first character we met. And then we can come back here and make the other choices and see if it makes any difference. It's more important to focus on our quest. Aiko will be fine without me. Sorry, but there's something else I need to take care of. Oh. You'll be fine. Just tell him what happened, and I'm sure he'll realize it was a mistake. Okay. She still seems unhappy, but once we get outside, she straightens her shoulders and lifts her chin. Alright, here I go. Off to high water. Good luck. I watch her leave, and Shiori approaches me. Everything alright then? Yeah, just a misunderstanding. She needs to work out with High Cleric Dinsei. Huh, I would have expected her to be the type to get into arguments with the High Cleric. No, they didn't argue. She just accidentally ended up with one of his rare double duo cards. Aiko stole the High Cleric's rare double duo card? No, it was an accident. That's what they all say. Come on. I'm joking. Oh. Are you coming with me to see Dr. Takezawa then? Yeah, I hope he has some good news for us. He should. He's a brilliant scientist after all. Uh-huh. Don't give me that look. He is brilliant. It's not his intelligence I worry about so much as his sanity. Just you wait. He'll crack our investigation wide open. Let's go. In the distance, Aiko marches towards the forest. Wishing you went with her? Huh? You were staring at Aiko. I just hope she'll be okay, that's all. She gives me an appraising look. What? It's nothing. That was weird. But she doesn't say another word about it, so neither do I. When we enter the lab, it's quiet. There's no sign of the scientist. Dr. Takezawa? Gah! Have some patience, whoever you are. I'm on my way. Well, he seems like he's in a good mood. He's probably busy with important science experiments. Hopefully related to our plans. While we wait, movement from the corner of the room catches my eye. I turn to look and freeze. Whoa! Guardian? How did it get in here? Who cares how it got here? As the Guardian lumbers closer, I draw my sword. Wait, what if it's one of Dr. Takezawa's test subjects? What do you suggest? We stand here and let it attack us? Of course not. But we don't even know what it wants. They usually aren't aggressive. That's easy for her to say. It must have picked me as its target, because it ignores her while drawing closer, even closer to me. I lift my sword and prepare to swing. Don't attack it! I won't attack it. I don't like feeling defenseless, but she already sounds so insistent. I force myself to hold my blade still as the Guardian edges closer to me. When it's a foot away from me, it stops. Welcome. Did it just talk to me? Welcome. Shiori steps towards me so she can face the Guardian. Her eyes are wide. Hello? Welcome. This isn't normal, is it? Of course it's not. I've never heard of a talking Guardian before. Can we really consider it talking, though, when it only seems to be capable of repeating a single word? Still, it's pretty odd behavior compared to what we've seen, or what I've seen the Guardian use so far. Welcome. This is really fascinating. I was going to say weird or creepy, but I suppose fascinating is another way you could look at the situation. Shiori appears to be enraptured by it. Can you say anything else? Do you have a name? Welcome. 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 I'm Shiori. Welcome. Shiori. Welcome. I feel like I've stumbled into a dream sequence episode of a weird comedy show. Thank you. Welcome. She sighs. You really can't say anything else, can it? The door that leads deeper into the lab opens and Dr. Takezawa steps in. His eyes light up when he sees the three of us together. Aha! I see you've met my latest experiment. It won't say anything except welcome over and over again. Welcome. Is no one impressed by a genius nowadays? You see among you a Guardian that has developed a capacity for human speech, and instead of marveling over it, you criticizing it for not knowing enough words. Bah! He snaps his fingers and the Guardian turns to him. He points towards the door, and the monster lumbers away from us to disappear into the other section of the laboratory. I didn't mean to insult your work, Doctor. I suppose you were born knowing every word in the world? No, of course not. And it is fascinating. Her praise appears to satisfy him. Well, as long as you appreciate it for the achievement it is. What are you working on here, anyway? New research into ascendancy. I am hoping to engineer a guardian able to understand and communicate with humans. Wait, I thought ascendant magic only worked the other way around. Anything is possible with the power of science. Uh-huh. That's incredible. Speaking of ascendancy, have you finished your analysis on the flowers we gave you? Your lack of patience never ceases to amaze me. What you said. I need the rest of today to conclude my experiments. I will deliver my results to you tomorrow. Shiori looks disappointed, but she nods. We understand. Thank you for your time. And now we have no leads to follow up on until tomorrow. The scientist's eyes gleam. Oh, nothing to do, eh? Well, since you're here, how would you like to assist me with a new experiment? It involves minor shocks of electricity. Yeah, no thank you, Doctor. You know... Before Shiori can agree to anything, I grab her hand and race out of the laboratory. Stop it already. You don't have to drag me. Sorry. And let go of my hand. Now that we're a safe distance away, I release Shiori's hand. Was that really necessary? I imagined you signing us up as test subjects and panicked. Dr. Takezawa is very careful when he conducts human experimentation. That doesn't make me feel any better about it. Well, if you don't want to help with his experiments, then we'll need to find something else to do with our time. I wish we had another clue. Yeah. But we don't, so there's no sense in moping about it. I'm going fishing. It's so abrupt. It takes me a minute to realize what she said. By the time I do, she's already walking away. Wait up! I finally catch up with Shiori at the river. Did you say fishing? She pulls out a fishing rod from her inventory and gives me a skeptical stare as she attaches bait to the line. I know she said she liked to fish, but is this really the time? Why are you staring at me like that? She sits down at the edge of the river and casts the line into the water. Shouldn't we look for clues or something? What clues? Everything from the last monster attack has been cleaned up, so I doubt we'll find anything else the Dark Wolves left behind. Dr. Takezawa needs to finish his analysis, and we investigated the only other leads we had. I guess you're right. She reaches behind her back and pulls out another fishing pole. I wonder how many times I'll need to see this happen before inventory stops surprising me. Then she holds it out. Here. You want me to fish with you? Why not? Yeah, why not we go fishing? Yeah. Alright, I'll give it a try. I take the fishing rod and prepare it according to her instructions. Then I sit down alongside her and cast the line into the water. Now all you have to do is relax until someone or something tugs on the line. And then I reel it in? Yes, but make sure you time your movements with the movements of the fish in the water. Singing helps. Singing? Yes, it's sort of a rhythm game. Rhythm game? Singing? Real fishing isn't like this, is it? Real fishing? Oh, you mean fishing in your world is different? I'm pretty sure it is. Weird. So, if I ask you what your favorite fishing song is, you won't be able to answer? Right. Let's start off with a basic cadence then. A cadence? Even as I ask, the fishing pole in my hands bends forward as something pulls on the line. I think I've got one. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Wait, what am I supposed to do? Reel it in and pull it with my beat. 1, 2, 3, 4. I thought you told me to time it with the fish. It's matching my cadence to the fish's rhythm, so hurry up and start pulling. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Sure enough, the fish on the other end of the line swims regular rhythmic motions instead of any natural pattern. With Shiori's cadence as my guide, I tug my fishing rod towards me in time with the oddly musical fish. Don't let your line snap. Your line's going to snap. What do I do? Ease up a little. I obey, and the fish nearly yanks me into the river. Use your mana. How? Use your mana to fortify your line against the fish. But how? She repeats the same thing in different ways a few times as I struggle until I finally realize that in this world, asking how to use mana against a fish probably sounds like someone asking how to take a deep breath. I concentrate on the line becoming stronger in a way similar to how I've used my skills in battle, and the fish's violent movements calm down. Shiori returns to her cadence, and my attempt at fishing resumes. Finally, I pull a glimmering blue fish out of the water. I got it. Not bad for a first try. Is it a good fish? You won't rank high on the leaderboards with fish like that, but it'll sell for a decent price. Sell? You don't eat them? You can eat some fish you catch here, but that one's just for selling. I look at the fish. Do fish respawn? Only if you catch it as part of a quest, although sometimes the gods make exceptions for other fish on a case-by-case basis. This world's pantheon must be bizarre. I picture a bunch of gods seated around a divine council chamber as they discuss whether or not an individual fish should be brought back to life. My turn. I've got a bite. The two of us take turns fishing for the rest of the afternoon. By the time evening approaches and Shiori calls it a day, we have a nice pile of fish to sell, and she's got a new record catch for Lightshire. I'm disappointed we didn't learn anything from Dr. Takizawa yet, but as we head back to town, I'm glad I got to spend some quiet time with Shiori. That night, we all meet up together in the inn for dinner. Everyone is in good spirits, especially Aiko. Before, I thought it was a bad thing that we didn't have any leads to follow after the Guildmaster's revelation. Now I'm not so sure. A day without anything critical to do might be just what our party needed. Once we start eating, Shiori clears her throat. Well, I'm afraid Dr. Takizawa won't be finished with his analysis of the flowers until tomorrow. However, he is conducting some very interesting experiments related to Ascendant magic. Is he? Her tone makes me freeze with my fork halfway to my mouth. Something tells me that's not casual curiosity on her part. Yes, why? Her tone is equally dangerous. Oh, it just seems to me that a mad scientist with a strong interest in Ascendant magic could get up to some unusual activities. He's not mad. Wait, you're not seriously trying to blame Dr. Takizawa for the Dark Wolves, are you? How do you know he didn't conduct a few experiments that turned the Dark Wolves into rampaging fiends bent on Lightshire's destruction? Why would he do something like that? If he did, it would be for science, but I keep that comment to myself. The little joke might break the tension in the air, but I doubt Shiori would find it amusing. That's what I hope to find out. Give me a break. You already falsely accused the Guildmaster, and now you're all ready to storm Dr. Takizawa's lab? Do you have any better culprit in mind? Actually, yes. You do. You do? I was talking to another adventurer earlier, and it seems someone else has been asking questions about Ascendant magic lately. Not only that, but this certain someone also researched the ancient lost art of summoning magic, summoning monsters to attack a specific town, perhaps. Who is it? High Cleric Dinsei. What? No, he wouldn't. Absolutely not. Shisei, however, looks contemplative. High Cleric Dinsei. Yes, that does make a lot of sense. I heard rumors that he's been asking questions about the nature of divinity, too. Some people speculate he might try to make himself a god. No, he wouldn't. She always seems favorable towards High Cleric Dinsei before, but now she's becoming hysterical. What happened in Highwater today? See, that makes much more sense. No. However, I wouldn't rule out Dr. Takizawa. While a religious leader definitely fits the profile of the arch-nemesis we'd face on this sort of story quest, the mad scientist sometimes slips into the role, or serves the true enemy. Yes, that's it. It has to be Dr. Takizawa. Be quiet. No, you be quiet. Don't you dare accuse High Cleric Dinsei. I respect the High Cleric too, but his suspicious activities are worth looking into. Dr. Takizawa is the king of suspicious activities. I can't believe this. What happened to the peace and calm we had a few minutes ago? Now they're right back to arguing and firing accusations. That's it. Hayato, break the tie. What? Break the tie. Who do you want to investigate? Dr. Takizawa or High Cleric Dinsei? Wait, a tie? There are 4 of us. What about you? Dr. Takizawa and High Cleric Dinsei are equally suspicious. Therefore, I vote for both of them. That's not how voting works. Well, in truth, she already had a point with what she said to me. I accused the Guildmaster. Therefore, I'm reluctant to accuse someone else. This is ridiculous. We have to do something. So you argue, and then give the decision to me, a complete outsider? Better you than me. That's not true. I trust your judgment. You've been investigating the Dark Wolves longer than any of us. Yes, you made a mistake when it came to the Guildmaster, but you still know a lot about the situation. I suppose Hayato's right. And if you really want to investigate Dr. Takizawa, I understand. I'll be happy to go there and clear his name. Besides, we need to ask him about his analysis tomorrow. Do that. Oh, wait, did I say over the decision tree? I probably did, didn't I? Yeah, well. Good thing the text is, like, really easy to skip. It's real fast. I suppose Hayato's right, and if we want to investigate... I just read that map. Yeah. And I trust High Cleric Dinsei. If you want to go to Hightower, at least we'll be able to ask him for help once you realize he's innocent. See? What do you want to do, Chisei? She appears startled by the direction this argument went, but she doesn't object. Instead, she rubs her chin and frowns, her contemplative gaze fixed on the table. Finally, she looks up. Dr. Takizawa's lab is closer, and we do have business with him. We'll go there first thing tomorrow. If he's not responsible, then we'll head to Highwater. That settles that. At least we have a plan, tenuous though it may be. In the morning, we meet up in the town square. Aiko and Chisei look like they're ready for a tough fight. Shiori looks tolerant, at least. Okay. Why don't we stop it there for today? This is audapostrophe. You've been watching Ascendant Hearts on Nintendo Switch. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed watching. I will see you at the next stream.